Hey guys, you welcome back. So in the previous video we talked about collections in C Sharp, while in this video we'll be talking about LINQ in C Sharp, language integrated query in C Sharp. So if you are a returning subscriber, you welcome back, and if you are a new subscriber, kindly subscribe to Train Check YouTube channel and turn on the notification icon so that you can get notified anytime we upload new content. Yeah, guys, so let's get down into it. So in this video, like I said earlier, we'll be talking about LINQ in C Sharp, which is language integrated query in C Sharp. So LINQ is a feature in C Sharp that provide a consistent model for querying data from different source. It provides consistent model for querying data from different sources like collections, databases, XML, and more. So you can use LINQ to query data from different sources, which are the sources I've mentioned. So let me give us an example of how we can use LINQ query. So basically, key component of LINQ query, before we move on to the examples of LINQ query. So key component of LINQ language integrated query in C Sharp. So number one, data source. So LINQ query works on any collections. Like I said, it works on any collections um, that implement enumerable, queryable interface, just like array, list, and databases. So you can use LINQ. We use LINQ when we want to communicate with databases, fetching of data from the database, sorting of data, manipulation of data. Basically, in C Sharp, we use LINQ query to handle all that. So also, you can also use it on lists, just like the list we talked about. We talked about in the previous video. You can use LINQ to query a list, sort and manipulate data of list, and also an array. So number two, query. So a LINQ query is constructed using query syntax similar to the SQL's query or method. So like making use of where, select, sum, count, all those stuffs are methods in language integrated query, and also execution. So LINQ query are either deferred when executed when iterated, or immediate execution. So let me just go straight into it. Like, let me show us how LINQ query works. I just have to chip that in before we actually move down into the business. So let's get down into it. So let's say in this place I have 20. Let me just add 26, 80, 19, 1960, and 22. I have all this. So I'll be starting with where. So where method in LINQ query. So we have different methods that you can use in LINQ query. So let me just show us. Let's say in this list of integers, we want to get all the numbers that are greater than 10. We want to filter out all the numbers that are actually greater than 10. Here, okay, let me add more numbers. Let me add 2, let me add 3, let me add 7. So here we have 26, 80, 19, 60, 10, 22, 2, 4, 7. Wow, 2, 4, 7. That's great. So 2, 4, 7, 6, they are actually lesser than 10. So let's say in this particular list of integers, I want to filter out and get data that are higher than 10, that are greater than 10, basically. So I can use the where method to query that out. So I will say results, let me just say results is equal to, let me clear all this. Let me just remove this. So I'll say results, let me shift all this down. So to see what we are doing clearly, let me start with this. So result is equals to list of int dot. So these are all the methods. Like you see, once we do the dot, you can see any, we can make use of dot all. So these are the link language integrated query methods. You can see all, you can see any, you can see. So I'll be making use of where first. So like I said earlier, we want to get where the numbers are greater than 10, right? Where they are greater than 10, that is what we want to actually get first. So we will make use of where method. So if you see here, you can see, if you scroll down, you will see find or first or default, sum, you can see sum, you can see count, but we'll be making use of them one after the other. So I'll make use of where first, where x dot. So what to structure a link query, we make use of whenever you want to. So this is accepting what, make use of the x inside the method, make use of the x, and then you, it can be anything though, it's not necessarily x, it can be anything, it can be you make sure it is just one single character followed by the lambda expression, one single character followed by the lambda expression. It can basically be anything, but x is mostly used, so you can basically use anything. It's not necessarily x, it can be q, it can be d, it can be whatever you want to use. So basically people use x more. So x lambda x lambda where x is greater than 10. So what this is saying is that look through this list of integer and return the values that are actually greater than what? That are actually greater than 10. So here is, we have a list of integers, right? We're having a list of integers. So we have up to like 10 data here, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to like 10. So what this is doing is that this is representing each of the integers, each, because these are lists. So we want to look through them one after the other. We want to look through them one after the other so that we can return the one that are greater than 10. Filter out the ones that are, so all these 6, 2, 4, 7 will not be returned. So only the one that will be returned are the one that are greater than 10. Even 10 itself will not be returned because obviously 10 is not greater than 10. 10 is only equals to 10. So something like 20, 80, 19, and 60 and 22 is what will be returned. You can see this represents single int. So it will be looking through it and check if this one is better than this one. Filter out the ones that are not greater than 10 and returns the ones that are greater than 10. So you can see it's accepting lists or high enumerable of data or list of data, whatever. Like I said earlier, when I was giving you the definition of um, of a language integrated query. So if we console.write this now, so after looking through it, filtering out the ones that are lesser than 10, and then gathering the ones that are greater than 10, results will hold them. You can see high enumerable of int, results will hold them. Then you can now say, I don't have any console.write. Okay, let me just comment on this console.write here. Control C, because I only want to write this to console. Yeah, so KU. Then I can now say result. So for each item in result, return item. So if I launch this, you see that we only have 20, 18, 19, 60, 22. So 10, 2, 4, 7, 6 will have been filtered out. You can see 20, 80, 19, 60, 22. Because what we did was that we are using this where method to do what? To look through this list of ints, filter out the ones that are greater than 10, and then return the value. So this result will put the value of the ones that are greater than 10. So we can also say greater than or equals to 10. So 10 will be among the list this time around. You can see 10 is among the list. or we say lesser than, you can see only the ones that are lesser than 10, or lesser than or equals to 10. 10 will be among the list, you can see. So that is how we can use a VA method to actually look through a collection of data in that is how we can use a LINQ query using the VA method in LINQ query to look through a method a list of data and then manipulate and then return whatever you want it to do. So VA method filter data based on condition, like I said. So VA method is used to filter data based on what? Based on condition. You can see everything we've been doing since morning is based on condition. It's based on condition. Where this one is greater than this one is equals to this one is lesser than this one. So it's based on condition. So that is how to use a VA method in a LINQ query. So moving on, I'll be using select. Select. So select basically is used to do what? Is used to project data into a new form. Select is used to project data into a new form. So what that means is that we're having a list of integers here, right? So I can use select to project this list of integer into a list of string, right? I can do that. So to actually achieve that, projecting list of data into a new form, making use of a where of a sorry of a select method. So what I will do is, now I've said okay, where where x is greater than 10, right? Okay, now come down here where x is greater than 10. Now come down here, dot select. So after, I'm now saying after you filtered the ones that are greater than 10, oh yeah, select it for me and then project them into a new form. I don't want them to be an int again. I want them to be in a new data type. So to now be select. So just know anytime you are passing in a lambda a condition in in LINQ expression, LINQ method, it will be in lambda format. So it can be any alphabet lambda. You understand? So like I explained earlier, so it will now be x dot x dot to string. You can see. So what this is doing basically is what you can see. Before this is, let me remove this guy before I use that select. Okay, let me remove this. Let me show us so that you can see what I want to do. So this is enumerable of integer, right? We can also convert it to list anyhow. If you do this, enumerable is in everything is under list. So you can see it is a list. Enumerable is still under list, you understand? So it's an interface under list. So you can see enumerable of integer, sorry, list of integer, right? List of integer. So you can see it's list of integer, right? So once we start doing this, once we do this select, and then like I said select is used to project data into a new form. So we want to project this result into string. After we filtered out the ones that are greater than 10, we want to project it into what? Into string. So we can now say select x dot to string. So if you open on this guy now, you can see it is now list of string, not list of integer again, because I've used this select to do what? To project the data I'm receiving back after filtering into a new form. So that is, so if I do this now and I write this to console, it is, you can see it is now a string, right? It is a string. So but if I still write it to console, you still see number, but it is now a number in form of string. It's now numbers in form of what? In form of string. You can see it's now numbers in form of string and not longer in integer. So that is that for that. So like I said earlier, I said Select is used to do what? To project data into a new form. So you actually make use of the where and also the select to project the data into a new form, no longer list of int, because you can see this list of int what that we are filtering is what is an int. You can see, and then we filtered it and then projected it into a string and using the result to hold it as a string. You can see list of string. So that is that for that. Also, the next method I'll be moving on to is what is order by. So order by is used to sort data in ascending order. So order by is used to sort data in ascending order. So if I comment on this guy, let me just use this. So var result. I don't even need to do var results. So order by is used to do what? To sort data in ascending order. So you can see we have all this data, they are not sorted, they are just 26, 80. So like both they are mixed together, they are not sorted like from ascending or descending or stuff like that. They are not sorted. So if you want to sort this list of integers now, you want to sort it in ascending order. You want to sort it in ascending order. So you can just do say, okay, this list of int, so I want to sort it. So now the list of int is equals to, so I'm still maintaining this list of int. I want this list of it to be sorted. I don't want to project them. I don't want to save them in a new variable, because assigning a new variable is just like, since it's just you want to sort it, it's not like you are like projecting it into a new form, or like, so you don't need to be moving the data into a new variable. You can still use the same list of int to hold it and then sort it, so that that list of int will be sorted. You get? So that's why I'm doing list of int is equals to list of int and then sort it, so that this list of int can be sorted. So I don't have to be saying var result is equals to when I just want to sort. So I'll now be moving the value into a new variable. Memory management. So that is that for that. So list of int dot sorry, order by, you can see. So order by, and just say so list. So order by still the list. So if I um look through this and then write the value out to console, you see it will start from 2, 4, 7. So it will be sorted from ascending order. Ascending order, you can see 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 19, 20, 22. So it is sorted in ascending order. So order by is used to sort, it is used to sort data in what? In ascending order. It is used to sort data in ascending order. So that is order by. We also have, after order by, we have order by descending. So order by descending is used to sort data in descending order, just like just like the opposite of order by. So order by descending. So order by descending is used to sort data in what? In descending order. So from the biggest to the lowest. So if you check this, you can see 80, 60, 20. So that is that for order used to sort. Order by is used to sort. Order by is used to sort data in ascending order, while order by descending is used to sort data in what? In descending order. So moving on, we also have join. Sorry, we also have group by. We have group by. So group by. So how do I explain group by? So group by is used to group data based on a key. Group by is used to group data based on a key. So let's say we have multiple same numbers. We have 6, 6. Let me put it this way. We have 6, 6. We have 6 three times. We have 60 two times. We have 22 two times. We have 2 twice. So 22 occurred twice. 2 occurred twice. 6 occurred 3 times. 80 occurred once. So some data that appear more than 2 or 3 times here. So let's say we now want to group them based on the key. So we want to group all the six together, we want to group all the 60s together, we want to group all the 20s together, we want to group all the based on their keys. So group by is used to do what? It's used to group data based on key. So if you are using group by, you're using group by on this particular list of things now, it will group these data that you're having here based on their key. Group six together, group 60 together, group any ones that are more than one, to basically group them together. So that is what group by means. So I will show us how the group by works. So let me just comment on this guy. So I'll say the result. I can't actually use I'll be needing a new variable to actually hold the group by, because group by will no longer be an ordinary list, to be like a key value pair. So to be like a key value pair, and list of int is list of int. You can't say you can't use the list of int to hold the key value pair. So you have to use another variable to hold the key value pair. So it will now be result is equals to list of int dot group by sorry dot group by. So group by the integers, group the integers. So group by and then pass in the lambda expression, basically group by then pass in the lambda expression. So if you over on this, you can see it's I grouping. You can see it's I grouping. So where we have like a key and a value, something like that. Just like key value pair that I explained in the previous video, just like iDictionary or all those key value pair values. So it is I grouping, right? I grouping, and then it also represents something like key and value, because we are grouping them based on their keys. So key and value, something like that. So that's what I grouping also means. So uh, now to actually display the value inside this result, I can just say, so we have to do something like this. CW. Oh wait, wrong with this laptop. Okay. What's this? Okay, sorry. This laptop was. So we need to just do. Let me just make use of string literals. Key, and then group. Said key and do. So group in group. Okay, item. Sorry, forgotten. I'm in item. But key, you can see. So item dot key. So you can see, if you check this, get the key of the I grouping. Get the key of what? Of the I grouping. So I grouping is just also like key value, just like what we talked about. So get the key of the I grouping. You can see I grouping. So we've grouped it. So this is the key. It will show us the key, and also so now display the values. The values. Let me just say, okay. So since we'll be having, that will be more than one. So in a case where we have six here, right? The values will be three, right? And some ones that are two, the values will be two. So just have to join the values together and join them with comma. Let me just say string dot join. So it's just like joining values together with a comma. So I'll say, okay, join this value together with what? With comma here. So separate them with comma and space, and also we group items. So these items, the ones that are actually more than one, just like 666 here, it will what it will do is what after detecting the first item, it will put a comma and a space. The second one, attach a comma and a space so that we can actually format it well to see what we want to do. So before I do that, I will try and show us how this guy will write to the console without doing a proper formatting here. Let's see something. You can see, I just see link dot grouping, link dot grouping, so we can actually see the data in it. We can actually see the data in it. So for us to be able to see the data in it, we have to do a good we have to do a good formatting. So but if you launch this, you can see what this is doing is that any items that are any numbers that appear more than once or that appear like twice, three times, it will join them like after the first item, add a comma and a space. Next one, add a comma and a space so that we can format it well. So you can see the key is 20, so 20 appear just once. The key is 6, 6 appear what 3 times. The key is 20, 80, 80 appear once. The key is 19, 19 appear once. The key is 60, 60 appear what 2 times. The key is 10, 10 appear what 10 times. The key is 22, 22 appear 2 times. 2 appear 2 times, 4 appear once, 7 appear once. So that's for that. So we grouped them based on the key or based on the particular number we detect in the list. So making it the key of the stuff. So you can see we grouped 6 together, grouped 60 together, grouped 20 together, grouped 2 together, and so on and so forth. So like I explained earlier, I said group by is used to do what? Is used to group data based on a key. It's used to group data based on a key, which is what we just did now, and then just purely formatted the item. Purely formatted the item. So if we remove something like this formatting, let's see how it will actually see. Saying item is we can't actually, so this allow us to basically display them like joining them together and then be able to display them in a particular string format. In a particular string format. So that is that for that. So uh moving on, we've also talked about join, yeah, which we just did now, joining different sequence together, right? Now is let's talk about sum, max, minimum, and count. So I would say this guy, let me just use this. Talk about group. Now I'm talking about sum. So let's say we want to sum all the numbers we have here. We want to sum them. We want to sum them together. Everything we have here, we want to sum them. We want to sum this sum like 20 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. We want to know the sum. And just do list of int dot sum. You can see. Compute the sum of a sequence of int value. Return the sum of the value in the sequence. So we don't actually need to look through this because we are only getting a list of we're only getting an integer back, not a list or anything. So we don't need it for each loop to look through any item. So results. So just do results. So if I write this now, if I launch this now, you'll see that you'll get the sum of all the value. You can see 326. So that is the sum of all the values. That's some of the all the values inside the list of integers. So moving on, we have max. So after sum, this is pretty straightforward. We also have max. Max means return the maximum value in a sequence. So it will return the maximum value in this particular sequence. I think maximum value here is 80, which it will return 80 as the maximum value. You can see 80 is the maximum value, which it has to get the maximum value, the highest item in this list, you just use the max. And also we also have mini. So meaning returns the minimum value. You can see returns the minimum value in this sequence. So the minimum value should be 2. Yeah. You can see minimum value is what? Is 2. So it returns the minimum value in the sequence, which is actually 2. Which is actually 2. So that is that for that. Also, you have count. So we also have count. Count is what returns, let's see. So if you see here, returns the number of the elements in the sequence. It will return the total number of elements or the total number of data we have here. The total number, it will see 1, 2, 3, 4. So the total numbers we have inside this list, it will return it for us. That is the count. To count the item and return the total number. So if you see this, we have, yes, I don't know. So 15 items. So in this we have 15 items. You can see 15 items. So that is that for count. It returns the total number of the items we have inside the list. Also, moving forward, we also have what other one can we actually play around? What other item can we play around? Uh let's see dot average. What does this actually means? So compute the average of a sequence of int value. So this average it will compute, it will get the average. We all know what average is. So to get the average of all the items inside this particular list of int. So if you launch this guy now, you see you can see 21.73333 is the average of all these available data inside this list of ints. So to get the average easily without doing many calculations, you can just do dot average. It will run the calculation at the back and then gives you the result. You can see it's a double value. It's a double value, not an integer, double. So to do that and give us the result. So also we have first, we have the method called first, called last, called, so we have first. So what this first means is that if you want this, we have return the first element of the sequence. So this first will actually return the very first element inside the list, which is 20. So let's see. You can see the very first element. Okay, I want to get the very first element in the list. If you use the first method, it will return the very first element. And we also have last, which will actually return the last element in the list, which is 7. 7. So what other one can I actually uh so basically I think I've really covered. So we can also play around all the methods we have here. You can also read more on it, research more on it, so and play around all the other. You can actually cover everything in this video for this video not to be too long. So you might just read around it and see. I believe we've covered a lot of link query method, so you can just read more on it. So not to make this video too long, so basically I talked about where, select, order by descending, grouped by, join, sum, max, mini, average, count, first, last. So I think I've did a pretty good job. So you can just read more on it. Read more on it so we don't take time on this video to move on to the next thing. So yeah, in this video, if you have any question, maybe anything you do not understand about language integrated query, you can basically drop your question in the comment section. I promise to attend to each and every question. So I promise to attend to each and every question. So if there's anything you do not understand, just drop them. I'll attend to them. And again, what we talked about in this video is what language integrated query, LINQ, which is a model that we use for querying data from from different sources like collections, databases, and so on, which we did. We used list as an example here. We query a list and then return, manipulate, and every other thing like that. So if there's any question you don't understand, just drop them in the comment section. I promise to do to attend to each and every question. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the Train Check YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to turn on the notification icon so that you can get notified anytime we upload new content. Guys, thank you. I really appreciate. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.